Welcome back, legends. I hope you're all fantastic. Today on 5 Minute Tones, we're on the FM9 and I want to dial in a big, thick, juicy, high gain lead sound. This is the same tone that I used on my last Sunday video, so here's a little excerpt from that. So basically, I'm using the USA Lead mid-gain. I'm using one of my own cabinet IRs, LT TV Mix 7. The preamp tab has a low cut at 80 Hz and 6500 Hz. There's reverb and there's a multi-tap delay on there. What I want to do though is dial in the amp. This is a model of a Boogie Mark IV, and if you are uninitiated with the Boogie stuff, these settings are going to seem really weird. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut up, I'm going to add a looper in front of the amp, I'll play a few chords, and then I will just go through my process of dialing in this particular amp so you can hear it in real time. So one nice little trick with the looper is that you can set the record threshold, meaning if you're not playing, you can basically just arm this, and as you start playing and feeding it some signal, it will then record like this. So there you go. You can see that I pulled out a whole bunch of bass there and the tone immediately got a lot clearer. The texture of the distortion changed. Same thing with balancing out the mid-range and the treble. The rest was just kind of personal preference in there. So I changed the speaker impedance curve, which really does change the overall kind of low-end response in there, as well as the feel. I bumped up the speaker compression. It's still only just giving me a little bit of compression, again, because the master volume isn't super slammed, although on a real Mark IV, 4 is really, really loud. And I just kind of did my favorite settings on the graphic EQ there. And I added the input boost and the fat switch because I love gain and I love kind of searing harmonics when you're playing. Next, let's add a multi-tap delay to the equation. So I'm going to shunt this. We don't need the looper anymore. I'm just going to plop in the multi-tap delay. My favorite multi-tap delay mode is actually the quad parallel delay. What I'm going to do is use voices 1 and 2 here to create a chorus. So I'm going to set, I don't know, 7-11. Let's just go for that. You could do 6 and 9 or 4 and 20, whatever kind of little numerological joke you want to have in there. Let's do that. I'm going to set the feedback on these delays to 0. I'm going to pan them hard left and hard right. And the other 2 delays, I want a dotted 8th note. Awesome, that's the stock one, and a quarter note. They're panned hard left and hard right. The dotted 8th note, I want about 30%, and the quarter note, I want about 20%. That should give me an equal number of repeats right there. Now, what we're gonna do is with voice 1 and 2, I'm just gonna bring the depth up on those so I can sort of add some chorus. This reminds me of like the old Lexicon PCM81 with its ability to have multi-tap delays with chorusing. What I'm going to do just on top of that, go to the EQ, I'll go for nice steep slopes, and I'm going to carve out a little bit of low end. I'm going to carve out a whole bunch of high end on there. Amazing. You could add some diffusion to that if you like your delays to get smeared out a little bit. that's basically the lead tone I've been searching for my entire life. I would add a reverb block to this just because I like reverb on this kind of stuff as well. For a kind of synthwave stuff where there's a whole bunch of like synths and it's all really, really wet sounding, I would probably go for the Chorus Hall reverb. Stock settings, let's go ultra high. This just adds an extra layer of grease on there. I love it. If you want to download this particular tone, I will put it up on Axchange. Thanks so much for watching the video. I'll see you all next time.